hello, and welcome to another edition of the Review with Heather. I am Heather of Heather's Passion Academy, and today we are reviewing the last episode of the season for the Never Ever Mets. This is episode 10, and it is called Moving Out and Moving On. And this is the episode to tie the whole season up to let us know who's decided to stay together, who's decided to separate, and all that jazz. So let's hop right into it because there is no reason for us to decide that we're not going to be hopping into it. So as we go to this episode, of course, we were last left with Aaron being on bended knee, waiting on a response from Diamond. And the answer, of course, we knew it was yes. Yes. She will marry him. Yes, they will do all the things together. Yes, let's spend life together as one. So we have at least one engagement. These two are so happy. They are hugging. They are having a spot of champagne. And let me just show y'all this right here because I put an arrow here. Look, if you having a moment, put your phone down. Y'all already being recorded by the cameras. What? She can't even fully hug and be in the moment because she has a phone in her hand. She could have put the phone on the table. She could have dropped it on the ground next to her or something like that. But really holding your phone in your hand during moments like this really ruins the moment. Well, at least the photos. That's my opinion. And I just think that's what it is. Anyway, they are so excited and they get back to the house. And I don't know what they thought, but I guess they figured that people were going to be super excited for them after they've said that these people are immature and they don't want to share any time with them or anything. They're coming in like, guess what? I'm engaged. Woohoo. And everybody's like, oh, okay. Aaron, like, congratulations. Let me know if you need a singer for the wedding. Y'all are funny. Look at that. She ran over there to Josh. We already know Josh ain't giving no type of any kind of emotion. And he was like, oh, okay then. Yay. Everybody owe me $10. I'm going upstairs and go and take a nap. There was that on that. She's calling her friends and sister. And she called her sister like, look. And she's like, oh, congratulations. And then Diamond is all like, why you gotta be like that? And she was like, what? I said congratulations. I don't know why she's expecting this woman to be happy for her when dude done burned bridges. He done cussed her out in real time. And it just doesn't seem like they're understanding just because you happy don't mean everybody got to be happy for you. And she's just like, I'm just not feeling supported. Blah blah blah. And of course, Aaron don't care because he don't like the sister and he ain't got no problem with cussing out women. So here this is what we doing. So now it's Aaron's turn to call somebody. He calls his daughter, and his daughter like, what? Yeah, okay then. I'm shocked. You got what? You engaged? And then she says, I guess I gotta delete Monica as a friend, huh? Now look at Diamond's face. Diamond already know you done got into some mess with somebody. And she got this little look on her face like, and then he hangs up because he like, no. Everybody know. This is Diamond, Diamond, Diamond. This would have been the time to get up and leave. You already, you ain't even got to worry about it. Don't even worry about it. He passed out rings like he passed out candy. It's okay. He's showing you exactly who he is, but you gonna stick with him. You gonna stick beside him, honey. You gonna do it. Anyway, he's sitting out there on the little couch and talking about, well, I was a coach before. I had an entire team. And when they act up, I just sub one out and put one else. All this stuff, good church, whatever. Now he gonna tell her, ain't nobody, don't even worry about nobody else. Don't even nobody. Anyway, she says she believe him. She know when somebody lying. I'm like, girl, your lie detector is off because he ain't planning on stop doing whatever it is that he been doing. He's not gonna stop it. He ain't gonna stop it today. He ain't gonna stop it tomorrow. He ain't gonna stop it because he already told you who he is. And you're okay with it, then I'm okay with it. Anyway, she called her daughter. Her daughter was happy for her. Her daughter's young. It's fine. She needs somebody to celebrate with, I guess. All right, so they over here in the kitchen, right? And they cooking and whatnot. And Jody was like, now the two people that need to be washing them dishes is Aaron and Diamond because they never do the dishes. They be eating and running. And you know what? I believe it. I think that they think that they're so much older than everyone else. And this is what's funny because Diamond is in the same age bracket as I'm in. And to constantly talk about 30 somethings as though you are that much older than them to the point where you belittle them at every moment when they have things to talk about or you think you have so much more insight. It's funny to me because you sitting up in the house with them with the same thing talking to somebody online with your pen pal. So what's so different? I don't get it. Anyway, so the group is sitting down for yet another dinner. Look at all them. They having a wine and everything. Everybody seems to be in a good place. You know, baby, they was licking fingers. The food must have been good, you know. Um, Chris told what's that child, Aaron, that he did good on the ring because he thought he'd probably just, get her something that's about $100 or so. And then he said, now don't go and propose to someone else. This right here, she's so mad. She was like, everybody's so petty. They not even being happy for me. Girl, hush. Y'all was petty and y'all are getting petty back. That's all. So Taronda comes in and she congratulates Diamond on being a fiance. Then she says to the group, this is y'all's last supper. We brought you here to see if that online relationship translates into the same thing in person. So you got to decide tomorrow what you going to do. So it's activity time. And this time, this activity is to vote on which couple deserves to get this $5,000 value. I got to look that up. Gift card to start their new lives in person. Now, personally, I would have said, this is who I would have voted for. And just in this order, I think I would have put my vote to Greg and Millie because Greg and Millie live in the same area. So I would think it'd be easier for them to kind of merge their lives together. It'd be, a little more feasible for them to come together. Then I would do Shay and Josh only because they seem to really want to be together. But it seems like their biggest problem is finances. I probably would do it in that order. And I don't know. So everybody else, was voting and everything. And it ended up that Shay and Josh got the most votes. Now, if you see here, they look just as happy for Shay and Josh. Shay and Josh look real excited, like, yay, we won. And Josh, like, we the best couple here. Da 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 da. Blah, 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 blah. And child, this couple right here is so mad. They thought that they were being petty because they didn't give them the card and they were like, we the ones engaged. I'm like, yeah, but you can't burn bridges with everyone, like literally everyone in the house, and expect to be rewarded for you talking down to people, telling folk you don't like them, calling them immature, doing things like that, and really thinking that somebody is going to reward you for that. You ain't make no friends. You've made it clear you don't need friends. You don't do females. Your dude like to cuss people out and like to belittle people and like to use words that he don't know the meaning to in order to describe things. Y'all chill out. If y'all good, then you don't need the $5,000 gift card, right? Right? Because y'all grown. Grown people don't need nobody help, right? Okay. Taronda leaves, and then little Aaron decides he needs to make a presentation. He says it's Scorpio season. Jody is really into astrology. Look at her face. She like, look, I gotta get my thug tears together, blah, 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 whatever. And he was like, it's Scorpio season, and the Scorpius constellation aligns with her zodiac signs. And he presents her with a diamond necklace. And, you know, she's hugging him, thanking him for that because, it is a nice gesture. And even though she don't like him like that, it was really nice of her to thank him for everything. But the salty too, right there. They need a whole potatoes or something, to absorb a lot of that salt that's in their system. Um, they looking over to the side, like, I don't understand that. That's not gonna last anyway. Nobody cares. Nobody asks you. Just be happy for them. If you got your happiness going on, then what does it matter what these people are doing over here? Remember that. Anyway, so she gets the little ring, necklace, and then he said he ain't finished yet. He been practicing secretly with Sandia how to do salsa dancing to surprise her. Now everybody's out cheering them on and everything. Look at Millie. Millie like, well, I mean, whatever. But still everybody's in a good mood. And so she really seemed like she enjoyed that little surprise, but also she's like, we're gonna have to have a conversation. And we knew that, Jody. It's okay, but enjoy the moment. Now, at this point, everybody's talking about their experiences with the experiment. Everybody's like, I had a great time with this person, this person, this person. They made sure they called out each individual name except for Aaron and Diamond. Y'all, the level of petty that everyone else in this house had, I really enjoyed it because they they pretty much deserved it. They're the ones that decided that they are too whatever for this group. You got everybody here. Aaron did it. Shay did, like Shay called out each of the ladies' names, like, you just like me, this person here, you made me, blah blah blah. Like they made sure they did that. Then um Aaron and Diamond get to talking, and nobody had anything to say. Like Diamond's like, I found my Boaz, and you younger people, as you get older, you'll understand what's going on. Like when you mature, you'll see what I see, and hopefully this experience helps you. And I'm like, boo, you need help. Because if you think them watching y'all be in a relationship is a way to help them navigate there, the only thing that they can help navigate is to not be like you. Because how many times somebody got to propose to other people? How many times I got to let you know that they don't respect women? How many times that you need to be told this man he just be up in everybody's face grinning and skinning. And then you're talking about meeting your Boaz, and Bible says that, a man that finds a good wife, find all this stuff. Ain't nobody listening to you because they seeing in real time, in real life, in person, how foolish you been and how you been up in everybody else's business, but you can't seem to get yours together. Terrible. Anyway, let's go move on. The next day is the last day. It's move out day. Everybody's packing up. Look at them packing up their house. Baby, their house done had it. I hope that they call Stanley Steamer because they tough on dirt and they gentle on carpets, and they can help them get all the get all that stuff up off the floor, because I don't know what was going on in that house, but it need a deep clean. And so everybody's like, uh Josh, you gonna be next. And he like, no, 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 that's gonna be great. He got 6 months. Apparently in the game they played, Millie has stated she expects that you need to be moving forward in about 6 months because a man should know what he wants. I'm not really bothered at that whole 6 month thing once you get older. I think in your 30s, you still need about a year or two before you move forward with engagement when you're in a relationship. When you get a little bit older, you kind of a little bit more discriminating. You kind of cut those relationships pretty quickly. And when you're in your 30s, you may still need a little bit of time to figure some things out. So, we'll see. Jody pulls Aaron to the side for a talk. She's, realizing that there's a piece missing from their relationship and they're gonna have a conversation. But she just says she doesn't want to hurt him. And I think the longer you keep this going, the more it could hurt him. And so, like I said, I think they are great friends. I just don't see a romantic connection. And, maybe that's what she's really wanting to say to him. I think he wants something more romantic than she does. I just think that she just wants somebody to hang with, or somebody that just seems safe, that wouldn't necessarily pursue anything romantic or sexual. Um, yeah, that's just what I think. It should have been this conversation could have been had a couple of weeks ago, and it should have been had a couple of weeks ago. Um, yeah, I just don't know. Anyway, she says there are things that she needs to figure out about herself. She doesn't want to hurt him while she's in that process. Girl, you didn't need 3 weeks for that. I'm just saying. He like, yeah, I just kind of noticed that too. And I'm like, Aaron. Anyway. So they decided to amicably end things. They're gonna move on. Aaron, move on. Aaron, move on. Okay. I actually think he and Sandia would have been a better fit. They kind of both have the same temperament. But, whatever. Really, Aaron need to be by himself. He's just 27. Aaron, let it go. Get get some things for yourself and keep going. Anyway, they go back in the house and let everybody know that they broken up. But it's all good. And of course, Big Aaron talking about that's what I was saying all along. I wouldn't have said nothing until after they left, because I'd be sick of them. They always got something to say and they don't need to have anything else to run and tell. Anyway, here they are. They trying to leave and everything. They bye young, bye, whatever, blah blah. Everybody's like, "Woo, child, bye, bye." And the only people that hugged them was Millie and Greg. Everybody else was like, "Okay, see y'all later." So we know that they left together, engaged. And then as soon as they left, the folks was like, somebody locked their door so they don't come back. Next up was Chris and Sandia. They decided to leave together as a couple to continue their relationship. She says that she's excited to get back to her routine. And he says he really is a relationship guy and he's looking forward to continuing their relationship. And of course, looking forward to sex. Yeah, okay. Jody and Aaron leave together separately. They give one last hug. Jody says that she's going to take time to work on herself. Good idea. And while she's gonna be newly single, it's for the best. Aaron needs to work on himself too, and he needs to look for someone that's looking for him, because and I need him to pick up on better cues that friendship chemistry ain't the same as relationship chemistry. It just ain't. Greg and Millie leave together as a committed couple, and they said they're going to really work on strengthening their relationship. Greg is going to be hopping in the car to go see her a little bit more often. They're going to try to work it out. Like, I really want to believe that y'all work it out, but it also took y'all 3 years and a TV show to get together in the same place, and y'all live in the same state. So I don't know. I don't really know. So then Josh and Shay are the last remaining couple. They like, listen, we can go and run up and do it in everybody's bed since everybody left. They run upstairs. 6 minutes later, they're back. You know what? No judgment here. Again, call Stanley Steve. Yeah. Stanley Steamer. Throw the mattresses out. Throw them out. Anyway, she says since they've met in person, she gonna be with him permanently. They plan is to get it popping in about 6 months or so, and they're gonna move in together, and they're looking forward toward marriage. And they were the last ones to leave the house. So yay, that was the end of the experiment. So now we're at the Zoom reunion, as I call it. They didn't do a reunion, and please never do a reunion for this show. This is 4 months later, and in the 4 months after the filming of the show, Taronda gets back on Zoom to check in with each and every person that was on the show. So first up is Jody. Jody says that she is cool. She's not dating anyone. And she's happy with that. Then there's Aaron. Okay. He's like, he knows that he needs to trust his gut more, but he's in a seemingly good place. I just want him to find the other buttons to his shirt. Because all of his shirts are missing buttons at the top. I just want him to find just about two of them. Not all of them, just two buttons. Next is the call to Sienna. She says that she and Brandon still keep in touch and they're talking about going on a trip. And I'm like, huh? Okay. And he said, and she was like, we still good friends. Da, 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 da. Now, this thing for me is I wonder if he's gonna say the same thing, because I feel a lot of times that they have two different conversations going on like everybody else. Now, he said he mentioned going on a trip and she said she wanted to go, and we'll see. I'm not a fan of those two either, because again, I still think he likes to, as unhinged as she looks, I do think that Brandon likes to portray himself as being the catch. So y'all think whatever y'all want to think. That's what I really believe. He may be mild mannered and mild tempered, but he's going to spin it to where someone's chasing him and he just pretty cool on them. Then he said, well, I met somebody about a week ago at a concert and I even kissed her. So what you finna do, Brandon? Just tell the girl you don't want her going on a trip with you. See, and then you wonder why she be popping off like that. I don't have time. Um, I'm skipping past these two. Dominique, blah blah blah. That's Dominique. Okay. Anyway, now I do want to bring her up just for a minute, because she said she wanted to set the record straight about Josh. She said he came to her. She told him, "You short and you ain't my type and don't play with me." And that's what she was trying to set the record straight, that she didn't ask him to get with her or anything like that. And she kept going. It was a lot of doo, 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 to the point where Toronto was like, "Oh, okay then, all right." So that's that on them. I'm not going to talk about those two people. Um, so next we see Shay. And she asked where Josh is, and Shay is like looking over to the side, like, nope. She said she talked to him twice since they left. She said, first she thought things were going to be going well, but he started moving funny. But she also said she will not be chasing anyone. To Rhonda asked if they could bring Josh in so that they could talk. And Josh says, well, life has been lifing. His friend Warren died that Christmas. Now, what I understand is they recorded this in like November of 2022. And then December of 2022 is when Warren died. So, I don't know. Maybe that did affect him, but at the same time, y'all was so cool. How did everything blow apart in a matter of weeks, it seems? Her body language tells me she don't believe a thing that he's saying right now. And the reason why they ain't talking is he's saying she didn't support him. She says she reached out to offer condolences, but he says that's not support. He said his uncle had died, his everybody had died, da da da. She says, so Toronto's like, hey, are you seeing someone? And he's like, well, I'm not in a relationship, but I have been dating some people. All this in 4 months for somebody you've been kicking with for 12 years. Let me also say that they keep saying, and I'm just saying off looking at some of the blogs and little groups, that it hadn't been a full 12 years. That's what they're saying. It's just been kind of off and on for 12 years. I don't know, y'all. Whatever. Anyway, Shay done scheduled to get the tattoo removed. He said he gonna keep his, and I guess nobody told him that, once you get them matching tattoos, you pretty much curse their relationship, especially when it's a new relationship. And it was new because they had just met each other for real. So even if you knew each other over the past 12 years, it's still new because you didn't actually know the person you were dealing with until you got in front of them. Anyway, I just want her to cover that tattoo up with a flower or something, because their removal will be costing a lot of money. I guess you're going to use that gift card for that. I don't know. Diamond said leaving the house, the engagement ain't been no engagement. It's been hell. Uh, they said it's been arguments and bumping heads and everything. And Taronda asked, "Have you been talking to other women, Aaron?" And he said, "As friends, as friends. Do you think he's cheating?" And she said, "I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but if you want to do all that, then let me know so I can be on my way." I would feel bad for you, Diamond, but I really don't. He says the engagement is on pause. Taronda asked if he was gonna give up them exes. He said nope. Okay, well that's that on that, y'all. Millie looks really good right here. She says that she and Greg actually took a break, but she still cares about him. They get Greg on the call, and they're both in good spirits, but they said I think everything just happened so fast that they just had to step back a couple of steps. But they spent Thanksgiving together. They've spent a lot of time, with other things. So, they seem to be in a good, friendly space. And even Millie says they could get back together. We don't know. It could happen. So good for them. Chris and Sandia are in the same physical space, and I was very shocked about that. Not really sure if they're still together as of today, but they seem to be in this photo here. They look like they're in a good mental space with each other. And so, hey, congratulations if you were able to make that work. So he learned to open up about things. They've met each other's family and they're pretty pleased with meeting each other's family. So it looked like they're on track to be together and build a life together. Taronda asked, "Do you still think women make bad decisions?" And he said, yeah. Sandia said, "Ask him what bad decisions I've made since he's been with me. He had nothing. He just be wanting to talk, child. He want to act like he the alpha." And I always wish people stop using terms like alpha for real, because if you really understood the alpha male and where that came from, you wouldn't use that no more. Anyway, in my opinion, her bad decision is staying with him, given the mess that she went through over them 3 weeks. But whatever. If you like it, I love it, child. And he need to get rid of that friend that was trying to throw him up on the bus. And y'all might be okay. And with that, we survived the season, y'all. So Taronda was excited. She was like, "Yay, goodbye." And so I am glad this reunion was just summed up with a check-in instead of us hashing this out over another hour and a half, because we need that kind of reunion, because it's too unhinged. So at the end, we have 1.5 couples at the end of this experiment. I'm actually surprised to say that the one couple I knew wasn't gonna make it to the end is the couple that survived, which is Chris and Sandia. And so far, 4 months later, as of that date, they were still together. Of course, again, you're talking about 4 months, and that was last year. So that would be like, if it was November, so that was like early 2023. So I don't know what it's looking like for them now in 2024. But we'll see. So, and also just wanted to let you guys know, it was announced that this show has been renewed for another season. Whoo, what do you guys think about that? And what do you want to see happen in the next season to make it better? And who do we talk to? Because I got some suggestions. Also, I did want y'all to know, if you want to find out some more updates, and I'm trying to skim through it too, there are some Facebook groups, there are some Reddit groups. I'm sure you'll find some stuff on Twitter. I've been looking around to see what the updates are. It looks like as of right now, Millie and Greg are just Millie and Greg separately. I don't think they are together, because Millie put her birthday photos up and it looked like she done popped out with somebody else. So, we gonna see about that. Again, thank you guys for watching with me this season. Y'all, this has been one hell of a season. I don't know what was going on most of the time. It was unhinged. Hopefully they'll be a little bit better next season and bring some more experts on, more activities, and help them to actually get their relationships together. Because yeah, it was a lot. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Please drop your thoughts, your comments, your dislikes in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I guess next season we'll find something else to review for next. For the next couple of weeks. We got new shows coming up, so we'll be looking at those things. But thanks for sticking it out with me for this season. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again and bye.